Hi, this is a quick tutorial on how to find and access resources through Monday's digital collection. We're going to start here on the Monday Library homepage with a search in our main search bar here for online learning to see what sort of resources pop up. And then we'll go through some tips and tricks to kind of get more specific with your searching and get down this number. Because as you can see, our initial search here brought back over 700,000 results, which is way, way too many to sort through. So let's talk about some different ways that we can get this number a little bit lower and more specific to what you might be looking for. So one of the easiest ways to do this is to use our advanced search feature. It's to the right of the search bar here, and you can also click on it from that initial home page. It's located right underneath the search bar. So here's our search term, online learning, and you can see we also have some different options here. We're not going to go over these options here, but just know those are available to you. You also have here, you can get a little more specific. So for example, maybe we want online learning to be in the title of our resources. We can always switch that up, put it in the subject. If you have a specific author you're looking for, you can also search that way. Something else that's really helpful is you can add as many additional search terms as you'd like. So let's try adding one of those to see how that changes up the results that we get. So I've just added in student engagement here as an additional search term. You can see that really brought down our number of results here. Now we have just over 17,000 instead of that 700,000 we had before. You can always come back up here and change up that search a little bit. Let's take a look at some of our results here. We've got different books coming up. We've got a video. It looks like lots of articles here. You may also see journals or other types of sources popping up as well. First, it's just going to show us these first 10 results here. It's always a great idea to kind of scroll down to the bottom of the page and add some additional results just so you can kind of see more all at once. But let's get even more specific here. For example, let's say that you're working on a project for a class and you really need kind of scholarly peer-reviewed articles. You can come here. We've got this Refine My Results section, which is kind of different filters you can use. So we could select articles here. We can also even select peer review to, again, try to make sure you're getting the scholarly articles within your search that you may need for your paper. And you'll see this again got our results list down here. You can also do the same thing with a resource type if you're just looking for a book or a video. And just at the end of the video, we'll look at how to access some of those sources as well. But the other filter I want to show you here is that you can also choose to refine your results and look at specific subjects within them here. So let's say, our two search terms, online learning and student engagement, maybe we want to be, looking at that from this kind of learner engagement angle. These are all different subjects that are popping up within our results here. So if I click on learner engagement here, again, this should be bringing that number of results down and getting us more specific here. So now we've got just over 1,000 results. It would be a great idea to continue refining, but let's actually talk about how to access these resources now. So let's say I want to look at this first one right here. It's a good idea. We're going to click on the title, but just note you can also access some options right here. So you could download the PDF right away if that's something you're interested in. But clicking on the title brings you to the record page, which has just a lot more information. So while you're deciding whether or not this is something you're interested in using, you can come here, you can take a look at the different subjects of this article. You can read the description or abstract, and you'll see here your search terms are kind of highlighted, so you can really see how specific to this is what I'm looking for. And then once you decide that you want to access the resource, you can do it a couple different ways. If we click download PDF, this should take us here to that kind of full PDF. You can see the whole articles here, so you have access to it that way. If the download PDF option isn't available to you, we also have this full text availability section. You can click on either one of these. They'll probably look slightly different depending on the database or journal you're accessing it through, but it'll bring you to a page where, here it looks like if we scroll down, we've got the full text of the article right here. But you can also look around and find here's that PDF. So if we click that, that would take us to the kind of PDF of that article here. So you can see that. So that's how you access an article. It's going to be very similar to access other type of resources, but let's just kind of go through it here. So we're going to reset filters, get rid of everything we have, and let's take a look at a book here. So if you're accessing a book, you can do it that same way where you click on the record page, get more information, or you can go straight to full text options here, which should take you to a database here with those ebooks. A couple different ways you can access it. You can choose to read this ebook online. If you click that, you'll kind of see the whole book will come up here. You can go through these different sections and chapters. You can also choose if you'd like to print a section. You can see here, you can select a loan. So we can do a one-day loan. And when you print, there's a different maximum number of pages you can print for different books, and that's all due to copyright. You can also, if we go back one page, you can also just choose to download the entire book. And again, you're kind of checking that book out like you would a physical book. So you'll have it for a limited number of time. All right, lastly, let's take a look at how to access videos here. If that's something you're interested in researching, again, you can click on the title and access it that way, or you can just go to full text options here, which should take you to the database that houses that video. To access it, then you would just hit play here and you're good to go. So to finish out this video, I just want to show you how to save some of your results. So as you're looking through these things, maybe it's something you can't read right now, but you want to come back to later. As you're going through these results, if you're interested in something, you can check this little push pin button here, add this item, and that'll save it. You see up here, then you can go to my favorites. Make sure you're logged in, so it'll save stuff from previous searches. It will also save your search history. So if you have a search you've done in the past, that's a great way to kind of re-access that search that you've done. So that was just a quick video on some starting tips and tricks for searching for resources throughout our Monday Library website. You can always book a research appointment or email us if you have more questions.